Howdy folks, welcome back to the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series. Here we go folks for the bottom bag diecast 400 presented by Little Wrangler 3. Here we go folks, the race of the championship is underway. Race 10 of the 14 race season. And it's going to be a barn burner tonight here at Richmond Raceway. The first race of 2021 for the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series. Of course, unscripted diecast racing. On tonight, for the pole, it's going to be Kurt Busch for Chip Ganassi Racing. A full 40 diecast field tonight. And also some news and updates coming up. So the custom diecast, they got kind of a makeover. I worked on the cars to get them more competitive, a NDCS approval. So all the custom cars have increased speeds. The way how that worked is that the decal wraps were actually rubbing on the axles. I cleared those out. So essentially, the custom diecast between the actual Gold Series and Authentics diecast, the discrepancy is significantly smaller. So in other words, much more competitive and equal diecast racing. Here we go, folks. Let's go and get the cars off pit road and get the bottom bag diecast 400 presented by LW3 underway. Alrighty, folks, here we go. So here's the rules for the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series. You have 40 cars. Each car get only one push. We take the car, put it on the track. We push the car wherever it lands, we take it off, we set it to the inside. Now, how passing works, let's say Kurt Busch's car ends up here. The second car that goes, if the nose of this car gets to the tail of the other one, that's a completed pass. If a car makes any abrupt stops, flies off the racetrack, or whatever it may be, that is a DNF. If it hits another car, that's a multi-car DNF. Here we go, folks. Here is your pole sitter, Kurt Busch in the gear wrench Chevrolet Camaro. Here we go, folks. Let's go Duralast Cup Series racing at the bottom bag diecast 400. Here we go. And Kurt Busch out front. Here's Eric Jones in the Stanley Toyota Camry. And Eric Jones out front. Brand new leader for Joe Gibbs Racing. Of course, the last race was won by JGR, the Lone Star 500. Kyle Busch ended up winning that race. Here is Chase Elliott in the Napa Auto Parts Camaro. Holy cow! Brand new leader with the 9 car. Here is Tyler Reddick in the 8 Caterpillar Camaro. And Tyler Reddick up to second place. Brand new diecast here. Here is Kevin Harvick's Busch Light for the Farmers Ford Mustang. And that one's a little bit slow. Gets the third place. Some major, silly season in the middle of the season news here. Chase Briscoe returns to the Duralast Cup Series and a 5-race deal with Rick Ware Racing, driving the 52 car, preparing for the possible Season 4, taking over Clint Boyer's car. So Chase Briscoe makes a partial alliance with Rick Ware Racing and Stewart Haas Racing to get himself back in the NDCS competition. This is not a top 30 in points car, so this car has to qualify its way in. Here's a unsponsored 52 Ford Mustang for Briscoe. Oh, tough luck there for the 52. It's going to hop the curb, and that is considered a DNF. He qualified 6th for tonight's Richmond Duralast Cup Series race. Here is your defending champion, Alex Bowman in the Cincinnati Camaro. And Bowman up to 3rd. Here's Bubba Walsh Jr. in the Worldwide Technology Camaro. Dang! Tough hit for the 43. Comes off turn 4, makes contact with Tyler Reddick. That puts Bowman and Chase Elliott, Hendrick Motorsports 1 and 2. Here's Matt Kenseth in a brand new car, guys. The McDonald's McDelivery Chevrolet Camaro for Kenseth. That car's not got too much speed there, guys. He's going to be last place. Here's Joey Logano in the Shell Pennzoil Ford Mustang. And, well, now he's last place. 30 cars to go tonight. Here's Matt DiBenedetto in the Maytag Menards Ford Mustang. And that car just never has speed. Another brand new car here tonight. It is Clint Boyer in the Busch Light for the Farmers Mustang. Boyer is up to 2nd place. And of course, the way the points work in the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series, top 10 are the only cats who get points. First place who get 10 points. 10th place only gets 1 point. Of course, 40 diecasts. And we're just inside the top. We still got about 27, 28 diecasts to go. Here's Ryan Newman here, folks. Let's see what this cat can do. And Ryan Newman takes second place. Here's Ryan Blaney in the Dex Imaging. Brand new race car, I might add. Mustang. Ryan Blaney has not won since Season 1. He'll get around Kenseth. And this car got significantly faster after the modifications. Like I said, it was the fender wells. I needed to trim them out. The decal wraps are actually rubbing the tires. I never really did anything about it, but now I got them fixed up. All the custom cars are ready to go. Much more faster. How will Greg Biffle perform with a much more competitive race car? Not too bad. He'll get around the 42. Here is Ryan Preece in the Velveeta Camaro. And Preece gets around Logano. Here's Austin Dillon in the Dow Chemical Camaro. Austin Dillon gets up to third place. Of course, your points leader, Austin Dillon, a lot riding on that 3 cars performance tonight. Here is Timmy Hill in the Roof Claim VSI Racing Ford Mustang. And Timmy Hill gets around Greg Biffle. Here's Denny Hamlin in the FedEx Freight Toyota Camry. Shot out of a cannon, the same car that won Auto Club goes up to second place. Here's Kyle Busch in the Snickers Light Toyota Camry, one of the fastest cars from the Kyle Busch stable. How will it run tonight? Shot out of a cannon up to second place. Holy crap, the passing for second place tonight has been absolutely incredible here in the Bottom Bag Diecast 400. And of course, for those who don't know tonight's sponsor, it's for Little Wrangler 3. He's got a custom NASCAR diecast deal. He's starting over on his eBay, so you can go DM him on his Instagram. Or, you can go comment on one of his videos about it. Definitely really cool. If you want to get some of his custom NASCAR diecasts, you can go hit him up after the race and go talk to him. Maybe you can get some cool diecasts. But he's got something he's going to be rolling out a little bit later this year. You better check that out. Very thankful for Little Wrangler 3 to come on board to sponsor tonight's race. And, well, we got 20 cars to go. Alrighty, folks, 20 cars left to go tonight. Here is Brennan Poole in the RED Chevrolet Camaro, folks. Who is going to win the Bottom Bag Diecast 400 here tonight at Richmond? Let's see what old Brennan Poole can do. And shot, I think, inside the top 10, folks. So we're just inside 20 cars left to go tonight. That 20 car over there in turn 3, Eric Jones. He's the final car eligible for points in the top 10 position in 10th place. Here is Gray Gauding in the Panini Ford Mustang. And yes, that diecast squeaks. And since that was an abrupt stop, that is a DNF. So that makes 2 Rick Ware Racing cars out. And, well, the man who's sponsoring tonight's events here is Little Wrangler 3's Lino Racing Camaro. Man, I feel like his car is getting slower and slower the more it's damaged with all the chips and the axle deterioration here. So unfortunately, not a points run for the 5 car tonight. But here's Jimmy Johnson, who won the last Richmond race. Of course, that was in the throwback car. But this particular car won the Daytona 400-mile event. So let's see what Jimmy Johnson can do. And would you have that? The 48 is into the top 5. So the 48 car is in a great position for points. Here is the number 2 Worth Mustang for Brad Keselowski. Oh, man. Great going there for the 2 car, but he's going to climb the lid of the 66 and the Greg Biffle Castrol Ford. And unfortunately, that makes our 7th DNF of the night here at Richmond. Definitely some action-packed racing. No one has been able to outrun the 9 car. Here is Cole Custer in the Haas Tooling Ford Mustang. And Cole Custer, another abrupt stop there. It's going to be a no-go. 8 DNFs thus far with about 14 cars to go. Here's Martin Truex Jr. in the Sirius XM Camry. Martin Truex Jr. gets around Hamlin for 3rd place. Here's Daniel Suarez in the Comscope Toyota Camry. And Suarez into the top 10. 38 car of John Hunter Nemechek in the Sitgard Mustang. Oh, man. Now we're going to have to go to review for that. Was the 1 car collected and was the 15 collected? We do know the 12 and the 20 was taken out. Alrighty folks, after the review of the footage there, I'm going to say there was contact between the 38 and the 1 car. Now the 15 car, I couldn't tell based on the angles. I looked at the car after the incident. There was a gap between the 38 and the 15, but I'm guessing it bumped it and backed up a little bit. Either way, that's a 5-car DNF, and we're actually getting close to the record with, 11 cars left to go. Holy crap, folks, we got a lot of cars wrecked out tonight. We got, 13 cars taken out tonight already with 11 to go. Here is Corey LaJoy in a brand new car, the Plan B Sales Ford Mustang. And the 32 car is going to get around Boyer. And your championship update here, Clint Boyer, which is a legitimate championship contender, is the final car in the top 10, meaning he is only eligible for 1 point. Austin Dillon, who is your championship leader, he could be outside of the top 10 very easily with 10 cars left to go. This could be a huge opportunity for guys like Kyle Busch, who just won at the Lone Star 500. Could possibly Kyle Busch pick up another 8, maybe 9 points on your points leader? This would be huge. Not to mention, guys, there was no DNFs in that Texas race on New Year's Eve night. Nope. We got over, 13 cars now? 12, 13 cars knocked out tonight. Crazy how that works. It's unscripted diecast racing, folks. You never know what's going to happen. Here's Eric Almirola in the Smithfield Mustang. Aw, man. Tough luck for the 10 car. The DNFs continue to pile up. Here is Ty Dillon in the Geico Chevrolet Camaro. Slow run for the 13, but he'll get around Matt Kenseth. Here is BJ McLeod in the Excel Chevrolet Camaro. And, surprisingly, he's in the top 10. Anyone could win tonight's race, considering it's race 10 of the season. You gotta think about it, guys. We have, 4 races to go, 5 races to go. It is gonna get crazy. Each race, you can earn a maximum of 10 points, so after the night, you only got 4 races left to go. Of course, that being Talladega. You got Bristol, Atlanta, and Homestead. That's 40 points. You gotta be within 40 points to have a shot at the championship. Mathematically. Here is J.J. Yaley in the 54 Raceway Racing Mustang. And J.J. Yaley gets around Ryan Newman. Of course, go back to the Duralast Cup throwback event. It was Jimmy Johnson who won that race, but Kevin Harvick was leading with 2 cars to go. Gets taken out by Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Unfortunately, Stenhouse qualified dead last. We'll see how that plays out. Here is Quinn Houff in the Units Camaro. And a little bit of fishtailing going on, but he's inside the top 10. I gotta say, folks, besides the race lead, the battle for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, etc. has been absolutely incredible, folks. I think definitely the improvement to the custom diecasts have really increased tonight's racing. A crapload of DNFs. Certainly one of the best short track races we've seen. Here's Dominic Konareski in the 57 Chevrolet Camaro. And Dominic Konareski around Denny Hamlin. 4 cars left to go. Matt DiBenedetto dead last right now. Could be getting lapped by Elliott. Surprisingly enough, could Elliott find his way to get his 3rd Duralast Cup Series win tonight? I think he's well outside the championship hunt, honestly. So I don't think it's going to matter much for the points for him. Here is Reed Sorensen in a brand new car, the Melon Man Chevrolet Camaro. Let's see how this one does, folks. And a brand new leader, Reed Sorensen, steals the lead here at Richmond. Well, folks, it is unscripted diecast racing for a reason. Reed Sorensen finished 2nd at Texas earlier this season to Clint Boyer, and now he has just stolen Chase Elliott's win. I'm telling you, folks, it's unscripted diecast racing for a reason. Here is Ross Chastain in the Buffet Racing South 39 car. Of course, Harrison Burton did not qualify for tonight's race. So the only Buffet Racing South Camaro on the track. Unfortunately, not that good of a push, but he'll get around J.J. Yaley. Definitely a very interesting result tonight with 2 cars left to go. It's William Byron looking to get his 4th Duralast Cup Series win. He won 2 races last season, Pocono and Talladega, Charlotte in Season 1. He's been well outside the championship hunt for a while, but he's quietly moved into championship position. A win tonight would absolutely carry him with the final 4 races around the corner, guys. Huge thank you to Little Wrangler 3 for sponsoring tonight's Bottom Bag Diecast 400. Of course, go check him out on Instagram and go check out his YouTube channel. I'll have links down below to that. But you can order custom diecasts from him. He'll have an eBay page out, and you'll be able to get some really cool custom diecast from him. He's one of the best in the business, and it's great to have a good old buddy, sponsoring tonight's Duralast Cup Series race. So here's William Byron and the Axalta Sea-Glass Chevrolet Camaro. William Byron, so close! Could have taken the lead. Comes off the track, makes contact with Truex and Kyle Busch. Well, folks, this could have been the season ender for Kyle Busch. You don't get these opportunities enough when the points leader, the guy in second in points, and possibly even third, is outside of the top 10, and you're literally sitting in third place, looking to gain 8 valuable points with 4 races to go. Of course, that's 40 points, 10 points per race. Kyle Busch and Truex's championship hopes have taken a gigantic hit right there. And now the championship focus... There's one cat. He's driving the 48 car. He's going to gain a lot of points on the competition. He's sitting right back there in 5th place, looking to get 6 points. But here we go, folks. We found ourselves, well, with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. back with more controversy at Richmond. He took out Kevin Harvick when he was about to win Richmond earlier this season. Hopefully he doesn't take out Reed Sorensen. Here is the NOS Energy Chevrolet Camaro, the final push for tonight's Richmond 400-mile event. Reed Sorensen or Ricky Stenhouse Jr.? Let's go. And that car just sucks. He'll get around Clint Boyer, but it is official. Upset alert. Reed Sorensen wins the Bottom Bag Diecast 400 at Richmond Raceway. What a freaking upset. Elliott is denied again. Can you believe it, folks? It is Reed Sorensen. Finally gets the Duralast Cup Series dub. Was denied at Texas with a 2nd place finish. Not anymore. Brand new race car, first race, and guess what, guys? A brand new winner this season. I tell you what, Richmond has really chosen some interesting winners. You know, you think about it, in Season 2, it was Larson that won the throwback race. Johnson wins the throwback race here in Season 3. Now, Reed Sorensen is a Duralast Cup Series winner. And it's pretty much the same thing that happened to Kevin Harvick. Harvick literally had the race in the bag, and Johnson, well, took it after Stenhouse crashed out Harvick. But Elliott had this one in the bag, and obviously it did not work out for him. Elliott is denied yet again a Duralast Cup Series win here in Season 3. But it's okay, though. He's going to gain a crap load of points. Of course, you know, first place gets 10 points, and then second place would earn 9 points. So the 9 car gets 9 points. I would say that's a pretty good number right there, considering Clint Boyer, Alex Bowman, Kevin Harvick, a lot of cats, Austin Dillon, your points leader. All those cats didn't get a single point today. You could throw in Truex, Kyle Busch, William Byron. So if you think about it, you gain points on everybody pretty much in the championship contention, even Eric Jones. So this was a great day for Reed Sorensen and Chase Elliott. And of course, coming on in third with 8 points, it's going to be Dominic Konareski in the oldest car in NDCS racing. Here is Denny Hamlin, the same car that won that Fine Santa 500-mile Interstate Batteries 500. And guess what? A top 5 for him. He's going to gain some points on the competition, keeping his very vague championship hopes alive. With 4 races to go, only 40 points are available. That's, of course, if you win all 4 of the races. But Austin Dillon doesn't earn anything with 32 points as the points leader. Well, guess what? He can't mathematically eliminate anyone just yet. Once a driver gets to 40 points or, 30 points with 3 races to go, then there'll only be 30 available, 32 points, then mathematical eliminations come into play. But Johnson is really turned it up, guys, and he's getting better and more faster diecasts. There's a whole bunch of new Jimmy Johnson releases coming up soon, so that could help him. And with Johnson getting another solid top 5, this really helps his chances moving forward. But I just got to say, the biggest loser tonight has got to be Kyle Busch. I mean, what is it, 3rd place, 2nd place? Throw in Truex in that barrel as well. You think about it, they had a legitimate shot to get a great finish and earn points on Austin Dillon, your points leader. And I mean, just flat out poop the duck, guys. I mean, just poop the duck. No good for them. So now they're going to be really scratching for points with 4 races to go. And if you're interested in the 4 races to go, you can check them out here. And coming home in 6th place with 5 points, it's going to be Quinn Houff. Yeah, a lot of upset drivers here in the top 10 here. Coming home in the 7th place, it's going to be Ross Chastain. I didn't expect him to get a top 10, but guess what? He sure did. So a great run for the 39 car right there. So a great run for the Buffet Racing South 39 car after Harrison Burton doesn't qualify. J.J. Yaley gets himself a top 10 in the Rick Ware Racing 54 car, comes home in a very solid 8th place finish with 3 points. Ryan Newman rallies, gets a 9th place finish, gets himself 2 points. And the final cap to get themselves a top 10 tonight, I think this one cannot be understated. Daniel Suarez in the ComScope car, I think he deserves a pedestal over here because that diecast, I mean, really, I did not expect that car to be that fast. So, I think definitely one of the big winners tonight. I think the 96 car getting those points is going to be huge. Of course, it's only 1 point, but still, just showing that you have the speed to be in the top 10 is huge. There was a lot of brand new cars tonight. Of course, you know, Reed Sorensen's was probably the best one, but hey, man, I'm telling you, Kyle Busch had a legitimate shot to gain a lot of points. William Byron was, I mean, he was Stanley Steeman. He could have won this thing. Came off the racetrack, and now we have a astounding 17 DNFs tonight. I tell you what, it's crazy how we had no DNFs at the Lone Star 500. Kyle Busch wins that race. No contest there. But then you have 17 DNFs here at Little Old Richmond. Short track racing in the NDCS circuit generally doesn't fare this much DNFs. But I gotta say, this was probably the best one we've covered, guys. I mean, unscripted diecast racing at its best. And I tell you what, man, it's only going to get better. 4 races to go, guys. The next race is going to be February 21st from Talladega, the Bone Jagles 500. There'll be a little bit of a break because, you know, the Super Bowl, the 500, all that good jazz. And plus a lot of new diecast releases, so we want to get those new race cars on track for that Talladega race. And after that, we'll be going to Bristol, then you have Atlanta, and then the finale is going to be in the springtime at Homestead Miami Speedway, where we'll crown our Season 3 Duralast Cup Series champion. We don't know about Season 4 yet, still deciding that. If you want that, make sure to give the video a huge thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Tell me what y'all thought about tonight's Duralast Cup Series race. I thought it was fantastic, guys. Huge congrats to Reed Sorensen and the Spire Motorsports Camp winning a huge Duralast Cup Series race. I want to say a huge thank you to Little Wrangler 3 for coming on board and sponsoring tonight's event. Of course, you know, go check him out on Instagram and on YouTube. You can, you know, DM him and talk to him about the custom diecast he'll be selling because he's going to be starting a new little eBay business up, and that's going to be really cool. So make sure to go check him out. Great YouTube content as well for him over there, Little Wrangler 3. Links down below in the description. Anyways, folks, thank y'all so much for tuning in to the first Duralast Cup Series race of 2021. This has been an exciting bottom bag diecast 400. And wow, an upset winner to go along with it. Anyone can win the Season 3 championship. From the voice of the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series, I'm Garrett Hodge. Have a great one, folks. This has been a presentation of the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series on Diecast Buffet.